Ian talked about, you heard Ian in the introduction talk about the young people's views towards the president. What's the status of that? Are they losing faith? Is that downward trending going to continue? And is there a larger trend of young people losing faith in the ability of government to be part of the solution for their future?
Well, the short answer is pretty obvious. If you look at the polling numbers, young Americans are the most supportive of President Obama of any age demographic. Now, as the Harvard poll has showed, those numbers have definitely been decreasing. They've been decreasing across the board. So we could kind of leave it there and say, young people who largely brought Obama to office still support him and are happy with what he's doing. But obviously, that doesn't really comport with the facts on the ground. You look at a lot of that, the Harvard Institute of Polling study that was just mentioned, young people are especially upset with what's happening with congressional Republicans and Congress in particular, certainly more so than their opinions of Obama. And I think that really what you see here is that young people need things to be done. I think the fact that so little happens in Washington is particularly challenging to the most desperate groups in society, and young people happen to be one of those groups at the moment. Our entire adult lives, we've seen very little happen. Whether it was the later part of the Bush administration or throughout Obama's term, we've seen a gridlocked Congress, and it's really it's understandable. I think that young people are really disillusioned. Now, interestingly, if you look through other Harvard Institute of Polling polls, we're also the most civically engaged. We do more volunteer work. We're more interested in solving problems. We just have lost faith in the ability of government to solve them. And honestly, it is disingenuous to think that that's somehow naive. Congress people are retiring because they can't accomplish any goals. We're talking long-term people.